Right, so recently England have played Portugal and Spain. I think the Portugal game was a friendly and the Spain game was part of the Nations League. And one thing I've realised is that ITV doesn't really have a special intro for women's football matches. Well, England matches anyway. Like, if you grew up watching England internationals for the bulk of the 2010s, you would have seen that what was I going to say now? Yeah, that ITV played Bittersweet Symphony by the Verve as their anthem for England internationals. Now, that became an iconic theme tune for England internationals, and most people were sad and ITV got rid of it. So what I just want to say is, like, why can't ITV create an iconic intro for women's matches? As I was saying, yeah, I really do think that ITV should create an iconic intro for England's women's matches, because currently what you see is just a simple intro which isn't going to stick in the minds of many, like their Bittersweet Symphony intro did. And looking back at that, I miss that. But enough of the nostalgia though. But well, I'd like to see like ITV do like a classic intro for England's women's football matches. And it doesn't have to be Bittersweet Symphony or whatever. But imagine, for those speaking of iconic intros, remember when championship matches used to be on ITV? Well, they are on ITV currently, but remember, I think it was during the 2000s up until 2008-9 where championship highlights were on ITV. And what was the song? Beautiful Day by U2. That was really iconic. That was really iconic. That used to be the case for when Premiership highlights were on ITV during the 2000s. Now, if you're born between the 80s and the 90s, or even the 70s, then you'd definitely remember that. Oh, not to discount people born in the 50s and 60s as well, because you would definitely remember Beautiful Day by U2 used for football highlights. But yeah, I've delved into nostalgia, which I said I wouldn't do. But there we go. So what I want to see from ITV is create an iconic anthem for women's football matches, as we saw for England men's matches during most of the 2010s. Because for me, that's something I'd like to see. But I'll leave it for you now. When it comes to football intros, especially women's football intros, what would you like to see? Like, I think it would be cool to do like the whole Bittersweet Symphony thing again, even though I said it doesn't have to be that, because I think it's time that women's football needs an anthem. I know there's the Women's Champions League anthem, which sounds cool, but you need something iconic which will stick in the heads of many for years to come. But that's just my 2 cents. What are your thoughts?